to Steph tonight. So when you look at the box score and see two 30-point scores not named Steph plus 21 for Wiggins, what do you think about how the game unfolded?
Well, I thought Steph was perfectly patient tonight and recognizing what the defense was doing and just getting the ball out of his hands. And, with Jordan having that kind of space, given what the defense was doing with Steph, getting that extra playmaker out there early, opened up the floor, and both Jordan and Clay, got going. And it's if they're going to commit two to Steph and those guys are going, it's going to be tough to defend.
Clay has been pressing a little bit. He seemed a little emotional about it. What does a game like this do for him?
Well, I'm sure it's a relief. He's so hard on himself and wants so badly to succeed. I thought he just let the game come to him early. He didn't hunt shots. I thought over the last few games he's been taking tough ones early, which has kept him from getting into a rhythm. Tonight it felt like he was taking better shots early, cleaner looks, and Clay. I mean, once a couple of them go in, then the tougher ones get a lot easier for him.
What went into the decision to start with Jordan? And was it because you thought Milwaukee was going to defend the way they did, or you just wanted to see those three out there?
Well, those three have been playing really well, but also I felt like Holiday would be all over Steph and that they would double quite a bit and blitz. And so we just felt like and rather than going with Moses, who's been starting the last few games, just getting Jordan out there as a secondary playmaker, we'd have some openings, and it worked out. But it worked out because Jordan played a great game. I mean, he was patient. He had only one turnover. He's been so much better defensively the last couple of games. Staying in the fight, staying in the game. Getting some rebounds. He had 6 boards tonight, which is key. We out-rebounded them for the game by quite a bit. So if Jordan can play both ends like that, it makes our offensive attack that much better.
A couple of days ago, when you guys were struggling a bit more, you said the issues aren't – Draymond's not going to fix all the issues. You guys have to help yourselves. And one of those things you said was just decision-making and making the right reads, the right calls. Have you seen that in these past 2 games, but particularly tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you look at especially the second half of the Denver game and then tonight. I talk about it all the time, but good offense leads to good defense and vice versa. And, we had, I think, 8 turnovers in Denver the other night, 12 tonight. But we were getting really good shots early, making shots. They're taking the ball out of the net. Now we get our defense set. Whereas, when we played them last time, it was a track meet, turnovers, bad shots, and Giannis is coming downhill at us, and you have no chance when that's the case. So I thought our guys just really balanced the game tonight, playing well at both ends.
First 20-point game for Andrew in the first time in a while, made both his free throws. What are your thoughts on what he performed tonight? Well,
when he's aggressive like that, we're a better team, and it doesn't necessarily have to be as a scorer, although he had a good scoring game, but I loved his offensive rebounds. I think he had a couple of them where he just went in there, used his size and athleticism and got putbacks. Those are big plays. Those are demoralizing for the opponent. And so when he's attacking the rim and making his presence felt athletically, physically, we're a much better team.
You cut the rotation way down to 8. I know things can change, but is this you kind of feeling out a playoff kind of thing right now?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've been kind of paring it down here, the last couple of weeks, but we also had guys out tonight. Gary, Otto, Draymond, obviously. So. We'll have more guys Monday. Draymond will be back. Otto will be back. So I don't anticipate, playing 8 again. But I think what I said before the game is going to hold true, which is with this team, each night could be a little different based on matchups and who's playing well. And we have definitely streamlined the rotation of late, and I think it's been helpful.
Can a game like
Draymond's
this be good for a team psyche? A win like this?
I'm sorry?
Can a win like this be good for your team's overall psyche?
Hell yeah. That's the defending champs over there. They came in playing really well. So to get out of the funk that we were in, kind of scrape by against the Clippers in Denver, and then have a complete performance like we did tonight, feels like us again. So it's a great sign, but we got to keep doing it.
Draymond's obviously not going to, just start playing 30 minutes a night after missing so much time. Is there a plan to kind of, reintegrate him and ramp him up slowly?
Yeah, for sure there will be. So he'll be on a minutes restriction. I don't know exactly what it'll be, but we'll bring him along slowly and build him up from there.
Following up on Monty's question just about the psyche, is this also a good time to get those reinforcements as you put together a really complete game? And even though Draymond won't be 100% right out the gate, just it's a better building block than maybe when you're struggling a ton and then start adding guys
for
back.
sure. I think it would have been tough to bring Draymond back and potentially James soon when we're in a tailspin. So we have some momentum now. Guys are feeling pretty good. It'll be much smoother to bring Draymond back and get him back in the fold.
You mentioned the defensive, which you need to see when you go pull Clay, Curry, you put pull immediately right on Holiday. Was there a point to that? It was like, you're in this game and part of it has to be defense.
Absolutely. I've been really hard on Jordan for all this whole season because I know he's got the potential to be an all-star. I keep telling him, don't settle for sixth man of the year. Go be an all-star. But to be an all-star, you got to be a two-way player. And his growth has come pretty dramatically over the last 2 seasons. But most of that growth has come at the offensive end. So we're just going to keep pushing him to be better defensively, to get in the fight. I mentioned the 6 rebounds. He had a couple plays where he cracked back and made a deflection or took out a big guy on a box out. Those are the plays that you have to make to win. And he makes those plays, and he's a true two-way player. He's got the potential down the road to be an all-star.
When he had the chance to start and you didn't start him in the past, were you in communication with him? Like, you got to play defense for you to earn that kind of spot? Yeah,
for the most part. I mean, it's, we watch film together all the time. And there's just, for me, there's just a standard that each player should reach. There are some, team-wide non-negotiables, that we have to have just some fundamental stuff, boxing out and not allowing back cutters and being alert defensively. And then there's some individual benchmarks that guys have to hit too. So I've been tough on JK. I've been tough on Jordan. I've been tough on. I haven't been tough on Moses. He doesn't need as much.
No, don't say him. Don't say him.
Not as much tough love for Moses. He's kind of already figured out a lot of stuff. But I just think it's important in this league to not allow a guy to skip steps. And we're lucky enough to have a good team to hold those guys accountable and to be at their best, to make sure they become the best players they can be, and we can be the best team we can be.
Jordan's had 6-game stretches, long stretches before where he's been really good. But does this feel different? Does this feel like he is making, a maturity leap?
It does. It does. He's shown a lot of leadership. He's, like I said, playing much better defense. This feels, the shooting isn't sustainable. I mean, I don't know what he's shooting over 6 games, but he's going to go through stretches where he doesn't shoot the way he's shooting right now. But as long as the defense is there, the way he can break the defense down and move the ball along, that opens up our offense big time. So that's what we'll be asking him to do.
Steve, you guys came out of halftime on an 11-0 burst there. And did you talk during the break on how you were defending everybody? I mean, you spoke before the game on Giannis getting his points, but their shooting, you kept all their other shooters really in check the whole way.
Well, I actually liked the first half. I thought we were giving up shots to the guys we wanted to shoot them for the most part. We lost a couple guys, but we felt good at halftime. We had a 9-point lead. But the process was really sound. We were taking care of the ball. We were attacking in a smart fashion. So it was really a matter of just continuing to do what we were doing. There weren't any major adjustments.
You pulled Clay in the middle of the fourth quarter. Did you think about just letting him ride the way he was going?
No, because he hasn't. This is the most he's played, and I just felt like we had to get him a little bit of a rest, and I wanted him to close the game too. And fortunately, we were able to make a run, and he didn't have to finish out those last 3 minutes. But I played 34 minutes tonight, season high, and I think we're pretty much now at the point where he can do that. He obviously showed that tonight.
And Kuminga had a season high for rebounds. I know that's been an emphasis throughout the season. Is there things he's doing that's better? Is he blocking out? What's getting him these numbers?
I think, the biggest thing for rookies is just the reps. You just need to play and you feel the game a little bit better. You see things happening, before they do. So you can anticipate a little better. I think he's starting to feel all that stuff. So a little better anticipation, and he's so athletic that it's, we just keep telling him, you have to use that strength and athleticism on the glass. It's a huge part of the game.